Ladies and gentlemen, Greg Mikulowski from ForexLive.com. Today's date is October 20th, 2023. TGIF to everybody. In this video, I kickstart your Forex trading day for the North American session by taking a look at three of the major currency pairs: the euro versus US dollar, the dollar versus yen, and the sterling versus US dollar, and outline the levels that are in play. What's the bias? What are the targets? What are the risks? We go through it all in this short video. So let's get started. Starting off with the euro versus US dollar, the price high yesterday reached up to this high, this swing area right through here, and found willing sellers. We also briefly moved above the 50% retracement at 1.0608. So this area between 1.0608 and 1.0616 did do its job on the spike higher, and the price started to rotate back to the downside. By the way, when you go to the daily chart, just as a reminder, we talked about this in the past, the 38.2% retracement of the move up from the September 2022 low, that's this low right here, to the high price that we saw in the month of July, that's this high right here, comes in at 1.06106. So that level is in between this swing area where the price actually reached yesterday, between the 1.060 and 1.0616. So just be aware that there's dueling levels there, both from the hourly chart and the daily chart, the swing area here and the daily chart as well. So on the downside, the price rotated to the downside, and trading here today, the price moved down to test the 200-hour moving average and this rising 100-hour moving average. As you can see, we are we just moved down to I guess it was a new low for the day, just below the 200-hour moving average of 1.0566, but lurking just below that level, about 7 pips lower, is the 100-hour moving average. And these moving averages will be the barometer, as they have been for the week, for more bullish above, more bearish below. And so with the current price trend at 1.0581, we are holding, or we did hold near those moving averages, and seeing a little bit of bounce to the upside. This area right here between the 1.0581 and A3, where we're just trading around, maybe a level of bias, perhaps. That level was more in play over through here. And this week we've seen more up and downs around the level. We did have a ceiling on Tuesday and Wednesday near the 1.0594, and in trading here today, we did try to hold that ceiling right here, and then broke above it and failed, and moved all the way down to the bottom. So this failure perhaps may be indicative of sellers looking to put a lid on this pair. So we'll be watching the 1.0594 level as a resistance level. Trading here today, if the price can stay below that level, maybe the sellers are still in play. At least there's a battle going on between the buyers against the moving average and the sellers against that level right there. If we move above, then I think the market is poised for further upside. If you do like the market and you did buy down here, stay with it. It seems like we're back, we're above the moving averages, we're holding those levels, so that's a positive for the pair. Just do we continue that momentum above the 1.0594? It's going to be a level of importance in trading here today. Let's take a look at the dollar versus yen, and the 150 level did its job once again. The price high came in at 149.987, just below that level. The Bank of Japan fear above the 150 level, and you can see the sharp move to the downside here. I've warned about this, but it's less than this move right here. And it's certainly less than this move right here, so maybe the market's getting a little bit more comfortable with the quick moves to the downside here. We did break below the 100-hour moving average, however, and came down to test the low prices from yesterday. Actually moved a little bit below them at 149.659, but momentum, could not be sustained, and we snap back higher, like we snap back higher here, and we snap back higher here. So that's the fundamentals. We're seeing yields, 10-year yield approaching the 5% level, with the the 2 versus 30-year spread also went to positive territory today, as that spread has de-inverted, if you will, and the 30-year yield moving higher, the 2-year yield more or less staying steady in the process. So watch, we still have to watch the 150 level on the top side. The buyers remain in control above the 100-hour moving average in this currency pair. Finally, let's take a look at the sterling versus US dollar. We did have weaker retail sales for the second time in 3 months. But the price decline could not be sustained, and we saw a rebound back to the upside. In fact, UK 10-year yields are positive on the day. Go figure. Anyway, the 100-hour moving average remains a level of importance for this currency pair, 121.606. That's in between this swing area through here that I have at between 121.57 and 121.67. Admittedly, the price action this week has sort of made a mess of that. It was more in play back here, but nevertheless, with the 100-hour moving average in the swing area, the old swing area, in this area, we'll watch it. If we get above those levels, and look for the 200-hour moving average. Down here, we did break below this swing area where we had swing lows. It became swing lows again here. We broke below it, and had this failed break here. Then reestablished the level as support. So it looked pretty strong in trading yesterday. We fell below that level, coming down to 1.20886, but then rotated back to the upside. And trading here today, we moved below it again and tested the low price from yesterday, but found support buyers once again. So buyers, there are buyers down here in the sterling versus US dollar. What may be forcing them to buy is the 38.2% retracement of its move up from the September 2022 low right here to the high price that we saw in July. That 38.2 comes in at 1.2076. So what did we reach? We reached 88 or something today. So we got within 12 pips of that 38.2% retracement and bounced off of it both yesterday and today. So maybe that's in play. So be aware of the 76 level on the top side. Again, we need to get above the 100-hour moving average. So there you have it, a look at 3 of the major currency pairs to kickstart your trading day. My name is Greg Mikulowski. Good fortune with your trading. Bye-bye now.